Hey guys, I'm Trent and welcome to a special edition of PROPTECH CARPOOL, where I interview Brad Delamare, the CEO of co-working space Tankstream Labs. Brad spent over 10 years at Ernst and Young, one of the largest professional services companies in the world, before transitioning to the tech space. Let's check out what Brad has to say.
Hi Trent.
Brad from Tankstream Labs.
Hey, how are ya?
What's happening?
Mate, beautiful day for this.
So what's happening at TSL?
TSL, so for those of you that don't know who Tankstream Labs are, we're a technology co-working hub. We've got 3 offices around Australia, 2 in Sydney, 1 in Perth. We've got about 150 technology startup businesses as part of our community. And about 500 members as well, including yourself.
Lovely.
Over the last 6 months, we've expanded quite quickly. So we've opened up our office, our second office in Sydney, which is part of the Sydney Startup Hub, which is a government initiative. So the New South Wales government created this hub. They spent about $35 million creating it, and to really create one central place to for startups to join together, collaborate, and to build their businesses. So they expect there to be about 1,000 startup businesses.
But you guys are mostly on the tech side, aren't you? Like,
yeah, we are.
So how does that work? It's only for tech companies?
Yeah, it's predominantly tech businesses. So we really focus on technology, and we don't focus on early stage startups, as in, you know, you've got an idea and you're going to work on that idea and start building it. Most of the businesses that we have are at that commercialization stage, so they actually have a product, they have a service, they're out in market, and it's all about scale, growth, customer acquisition, and that's really where we see the benefit of businesses being together at the same stage and helping each other along and collaborating on that journey.
So you're the York Street one only opened early this year, didn't it? And it's already, is it full? Because I mean, I've got a desk there. We've got 2 desks there. It seems pretty much every day there's no more desks available. Is it 100% leased up already?
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, 100% full. It took about 5 weeks.
Yep.
But yeah, 100% full, which really shows the demand and the interest there is in the startup scene and with entrepreneurs.
Yep.
Can I just say, I never get bored of this view around the Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge. It's spectacular.
I thought I'd give you the royal tour today.
Thank you very much.
The sun's come out, so yeah, definitely not complaining at all.
No, great.
So UK music.
Yes, UK music.
What's the biggest all-time, I don't know, band hit out of the UK?
So I don't think you can look past the Spice Girls.
Yeah.
So, you know, a famous British band, synonymous with the 90s, early 2000 pop scene.
Yep.
Yo, tell me what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna sing. If you wanna be my lover.
That was good. Well done, Trent.
So Brad,
Yep.
who's your favourite Spice Girl?
That's a tough question, you know. All the Spice Girls are very attractive and good looking, but I've always been a Baby Spice fan.
You're Baby Spice fan?
Baby Spice all the way.
It's the blonde hair,
It is the blonde hair, yeah.
Gotcha.
And the smile.
If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends.
Yeah, any big stories like, you know, you were, a startup that was a team of 1 or 2, and then they've launched, and then now like IPO and world domination. Any big brands out there?
Yeah, so we've been quite fortunate. We've had a number of big brands. So for example, one of our great success stories is a company called Airtasker.
Yep.
Started as a two-man.
I know them well.
You
It's
know
my
them well,
boss.
don't you? Yeah, absolutely, it is. Yeah, so started as a 2-man team, and they were the very first company actually in Tank Street.
Nice.
And now they're expanded over to the UK and have a large team here in Australia, and just raised a significant amount of funding.
Let's say I'm interested, right? I want to turn up to TSL. I want a desk. I've got a startup idea. So how does it work?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Firstly, you get the facilities, so you get access to a desk and all the services that come with that, such as the internet, printing, access to meeting rooms. But then on top of that, you then get access to a whole range of businesses who have been through similar experiences, and so you get an opportunity to collaborate. You also get opportunity to network. So we have lots of corporates involved who can provide expertise in certain areas. We also have access to mentors, access to funding investors. We also run between about 30 to 50 events every single month, and those events can vary from presentations to knowledge sharing, education, guest speakers, international speakers, social events. So that really varies, and all of those events are free if you're a member of the community.
Yeah. I guess it's not always about work. I mean, at TSL, there's so many different events and things going on. They got yoga classes and running clubs. You guys do a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
I think there was a camping thing a couple of weekends ago with Yaron, which I saw, which looked really interesting.
Yeah, well, I mean, we do have a big focus on wellness. That's really important. Getting that work-life balance is really important, particularly when you run your own businesses. The stress people are under, the risks they're taking, the financial pressures. You see some of the hours people work, and you can get consumed by it. So, we really try to create a focus on wellness to take people's mind off some of the issues they might be going through. So as you mentioned, we run yoga classes, we do run clubs, we have a weekly golf group. We run trips. So
how's your handicap, by the way?
It's getting better. Yeah, I just need more time to play.
Right,
that's the trouble. I can actually hit it above ground now.
Okay. So let's say I'm interested. I want a desk.
Yep.
Like, what's it going to cost me?
Look, it will vary, but it depends whether you want a desk on a part-time membership, so whether that's 2 to 3 days, or whether a full-time dedicated desk, and at what location as well. But it can cost you anywhere from $350 right through to $850, depending on what your requirement is.
Yep, gotcha.
So,
and how are you seeing the real estate guys and their interest in the startup space? I know some of the corporate real estate guys have kind of been eyeing it off for a little while. Have they shown much interest in it?
It's a really interesting point you raise. Co-working now has become a bit of a fashion. It's a lot of people are trying to set up co-working spaces, specialise in different niche markets. You've got big players, international players coming into the market as well, which is really shaking things up. So it's fantastic to see that the whole co-working industry is growing. And I also think, from a financial perspective, I think businesses are realising that it's potentially more affordable to use co-working facilities rather than take out a long-term lease on a property when you cannot actually forecast what your growth plans is for your business. And we see that a lot with technology businesses. They can't forecast in 2 years, 3 years time where they will be at because of the growth that those businesses go through. So taking out a long-term lease is not the best option for your business. So that's why co-working is becoming more and more popular.
So how do you see the future of co-working industry, and how do you think that'll affect the real estate industry as well?
Yeah, well, I think there is huge opportunities and potential for the co-working industry to grow. I think there's various reports out there talking about how in 10 to 20 years time co-working will account for about 30% of all commercial real estate. At the moment it's very small, it's about 2 or 3%.
Wow,
so
big jump.
It's a big jump, and I think it will become more and more popular to smaller businesses. And you're also starting to see a movement with larger corporates as well who are starting to move into co-working spaces. So whether that's moving specific teams into those spaces or actually their whole teams, you're starting to see that. And I think with the gig economy and the flexibility now with jobs, so the traditional model of the 9 till 5 job in the office does not really fully exist anymore. You're starting to see a lot more flexible working, people working from home, people working from different locations, people also having 2 to 3 jobs rather than just one full-time job. So all of those factors are really playing into a more flexible gig economy, and that's really what the co-working spaces do cater for.
Yeah, gotcha.
So I was talking to a large corporate a few months ago who just moved into new offices, and they actually only provided enough desks for 60% of their workforce on the basis that their workforce will be out a lot of the time with clients or flexible working, so they didn't need to provide a desk for every single one of their employee and take double the amount of square meters in the real estate. Yeah,
gotcha. Did you find it weird coming here because you'd say football and everybody says soccer?
Oh, absolutely.
And it's like, what are you talking about? There's a round ball, you use your foot and you kick it. But that doesn't mean football here.
No, but then over here, you're in New South Wales and people say football and that means rugby league. You're in Victoria and people say football and that means AFL. It's confusing.
Yeah, it is.
So, I say football and people say soccer. There's so many, different uses of sport for the word footy, and that's another one of the reasons why I love this country.
Sport?
Because I'm a massive sport fan.
What's your favourite sport?
Soccer.